In this video, I'm talking about entitlement, and I will give you a recent example. So entitlement is a feeling that you deserve something, and it is usually subconscious. So the person who is entitled, he or she is not aware what they are doing, and they just behave in a certain way. It's basically very negative, but let's start with a positive aspect very quickly. So for example, if a man is very shy and doesn't dare to go to a woman, then there is nothing will happen. But if the person is very entitled, if this man is very entitled that, hey, I can go to any woman, I deserve anybody, they should love me, then at least he will go to this person, and of course all the problems come later. But basically entitlement is very negative, and what happens that people will reject this person again and again, and it will impact the psychology of this person. So what happened yesterday, I had a new student, and he came for the self-confidence lesson, because he said that his problem is self-confidence issue, but very quickly I find out that it's not. And he gave a lot of examples what happened recently. His girlfriend broke up earlier, and then he started to date, but it was not very successful. Women rejected. He didn't get a promotion, and he felt very bad about the boss, because he is the first person who came to the company compared to the other competitors, and he worked very hard, harder than other people, and he believed that he's entitled to get the promotion. So this example is a very good example that what is in the mind of the person who feels entitled, that this person has a fixed perspective about the world, and they have mental model issue. They don't understand that other people, let's say the person who makes the decision about the promotion, let's say the boss, that they may choose hundreds of different factors to choose who will get the promotion, but he believed that these two factors are important, and he was very, very disappointed that he didn't get the job, and from his perspective, it seems like it's very, very unfair. I worked there for the longest time. He said that I worked there for the longest time and I worked very hard. And he didn't think about this. What about relationship? What about the team members' opinion? What about qualification and achievement at the work, team work? So you can count it for hundreds of factors that can be cooperated, but he believed, so he didn't even question his own mental model about promotion, totally fixed mind. And okay, another example was that he just came home to Hong Kong for a short time, and he lives in another country, and he asked one of the relatives to go out for a dinner together, but the person didn't want to go, and he felt very bad that the person rejected him. So another experience of this for these people is rejection, because he believes that if I ask somebody, then this person should comply and do it, and they always take this as a personal attack. It's rejection of me, instead of accepting that it's not necessary reject. It can be because you are not a nice person, I don't want to spend the time with you. Yes, it can be, but maybe that person doesn't want to go to a restaurant, want to eat at home, or very tired, or it's too expensive, or whatever reason it can be. But it's for an entitled person, it's total automatic. So the essence of entitlement is the person is not able to accept no. So this comes for the boundaries, that if somebody says no, first is that they are very surprised. They are totally that, so they think that this person is stupid, it's rude, it's looking down on me, is everything, instead that all the problem is for other people, not me. So they are not really aware of their mind, that they create this kind of things in their mind. And this kind of behavior is very demanding and always confronting with people, showing different bad faces that you can reject this. Nobody wants this person, so everybody run away. And I explained a lot of things during the lesson. And okay, it was very interesting. He was late maybe 15-20 minutes, and he sent a message that I will be late. Okay. And at the end of the lesson, even during the lesson, he asked that will we continue this after this lesson when he goes back to that other country, and we can use on Skype. And I told you that I never used Skype for teaching. And so at the end of the lesson, first when I finished on time, the regular time, he was very upset and surprised that why don't I continue the lesson, because he was late. So I don't add that 15 minutes extra. And of course not, because we always say this very clearly, that, and it's also in the rules. And I just explained to him that, hey, now this is a good example that why do you feel that you are entitled to get an extension of the lesson? It's your problem. You were late. Don't push your problem to other people. And then finally, when it comes up again about the next lesson, and I said that no, I don't do it on Skype, I don't want to do this. So actually, basically, I rejected this idea, and he felt very, very bad. So he asked, he wanted to continue, and he really felt very bad about this, that hey, and then started to say that, oh, in this case, it was just waste of time, and then he just left. So, and actually he came to the lesson because he had this kind of problems, and he realized it's a mental problem, and he also saw a therapist. So this entitlement can make you crazy, because what happens that people will reject you, like dating. People don't like this kind of pushy. Maybe for some, let's say some people, they like this style at the beginning, but not for a long time. So even if it gives you a kind of confidence at the beginning, people will not like. And also in work, you feel entitled and you are surprised, and it totally ruins your self-esteem and your emotion. You will always very bad, because you don't understand that it's you. So even if I explain a lot of things, that locus of control, internal, external, mindset, try to focus on other people, not about you, because everything was about you. And he wanted to talk about how his father treated him, and I just stopped, don't talk about it. It's nothing about the past. It is your decision. And it was so interesting that at the end of the lesson, he was very angry because I didn't extend the lesson because he was late, and because I choose not to cooperate with him under the condition that he said that I should use Skype to cooperate and communicate, even if he wanted to continue the lesson. So I really believe that people usually don't recognize this about themselves. It's very, very rare that people recognize the problem, because they are totally fixated that it is other people. Why everybody rejects me? Why? And they become crazy instead of realizing that their own mental models about the world, and they're all selfish and self-centered. Self-centered means that they always think about themselves. So instead of, when they come together with people, they give, how can we have a good time here? How can we learn from each other? How can we enjoy this time? They always think about this. What will the other person think about me? And they always feel frustrated if they get a negative opinion. So they cannot accept negative opinion. They cannot accept no. And everything is a personal rejection. And they become crazy. They will be isolated from the society. So what would be really useful for you, that if you have this problem, and you are willing to have some self-awareness about your behavior, and you want to improve yourself, then check first yourself whether you have this problem. And for example, when I long time ago I went for a date, I was totally open, okay, that it is about, let's see whether we match to each other, and maybe I rejected the woman, maybe they rejected me, and for me it was basically okay. Because my idea was it's about finding out, having a great time, and then maybe find out whether we want to continue, and I gave total freedom. So people who have this entitlement, deservedness idea, they should give freedom for other people to say no, to have bad opinion about you, and be fine, and just enjoy that they can have. And it also comes for love, because you never, this person who are entitled, they never love them, other people, they only love themselves. But when they start to realize that something it works, and they become crazy. So some people can be delusional forever, and they don't have a mental problem about this one, because they don't even understand that because everything, they are stupid. Okay, they are stupid. They are rude. They don't understand. But if you are a little bit more evolved, you will see that maybe something is wrong, and then you internalize this, but you don't think that your thinking is wrong, then you cannot do anything.